Hello everyone, welcome back to Storytime Naija. If you watch part 1, welcome back. Today's episode pick up exactly where we stopped. If you're enjoying this story, please don't forget to like this video, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to Storytime Naija. Now, let's continue. I couldn't sleep that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw the words on Ejiro's phone. Once the divorce is settled, we'll finally tell Osas the truth about the little girl. Those words echoed in my mind over and over again. I wanted to believe it was all misunderstanding. Maybe I had interpreted the message wrongly. Maybe there was another explanation. But deep inside, I already knew the truth was waiting for me. The next morning, I looked at my daughter as she ate her breakfast. She smiled at me. "Daddy, are you okay?" I forced a smile. "I'm fine, my princess." But inside, my heart was breaking. For 7 years, I had loved this little girl with everything I had. I taught her how to ride a bicycle. I stayed awake whenever she was sick. I carried her on my shoulders. I prayed for her every night. Could everything have been built on lies? I knew there was only one way to find out. A DNA test. But how could I ask for one without raising suspicion? For several days, I pretended everything was normal. I laughed. I ate dinner with Ejiro. I played with my daughter. Yet, every smile felt heavier than the one before. Finally, I gathered enough courage. One Saturday morning, I took my daughter out, telling Ejiro we were going shopping. Instead, we drove to a private medical laboratory. The staff collected our samples. As I signed the form, my hands trembled. The doctor looked at me and said, "The results will be ready in 5 working days." 5 days. It felt like 5 years. Those were the longest days of my life. I barely slept. I barely ate. My mind was filled with only one question. What if the message was true? Then the call finally came. "Mr. Osas, your results are ready." I rushed to the laboratory immediately. The receptionist handed me a sealed envelope. I stared at it for several seconds. I wasn't sure I wanted to open it anymore. Because once I did, my life would never be the same again. With trembling hands, I opened the envelope. My eyes scanned the paper. Then they stopped. Probability of paternity, 0%. I read it again. 0%. Again, 0%. The room suddenly became cold. I could no longer hear the voices around me. I just sat there, holding a piece of paper that had destroyed 7 years of my life. Tears rolled down my face. Not because I loved my daughter any less, but because the woman I trusted more than anyone had looked into my eyes every single day and lied to me. When I finally got home that evening, Ejiro greeted me with a smile. "You're back early." I looked at her for the first time. There was no love left in my eyes, only questions. She noticed immediately. "Osas, what's wrong?" I slowly placed the DNA report on the table. "I think it's time you tell me the truth." The smile disappeared from her face. Her hands began to shake. She looked at the envelope, then back at me. Without saying a word, she burst into tears. Thanks for watching Storytime Naija. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and comment. Until then, bye!